Hi everyone, welcome back to part 55 of my TemTem playthrough. Last episode we went ahead and reached the castle. I believe that is where we'll be exploring today. It is also where the Lord of Belsoto clan is. So we do have the boss battle coming up. I'm not sure if I'll be able to cover the boss battle in this episode. I might end up keeping it in a separate one. But we do have a bit more exploring to complete. And that is what I'll be covering today. I also have to level up my TemTems. Hopefully everything will be ready for the final battle. Here we are at the end of the burnt forest. And here are my TemTems. Everyone is at level 89 to 90 except Arknight. Hopefully I'll be able to level it up in the castle. I think I'm kind of ready. Although I must say I'm a bit nervous. TemTem is definitely a bit challenging and I've seen that some of these battles can be tougher. If you might have seen my last episode, you saw me struggle with Aina. So I definitely need to be more careful. Once we do enter the undergrounds of the castle, we do have one last tamer here who actually comes under the part of burnt woodlands. So let's quickly go ahead and defeat him. Alright, I might have to switch out. Decided to go into Oshukai as Rockfall will be much better. I'm also hoping for Nagai's Fury in the next turn, which I believe will do way more damage. Either way, let's see how this battle goes. I think the only thing I would be concerned about is not having a heal point in the castle. We definitely need to heal up our TemTems before the battle. I do believe there will be one, but let's see if that is actually true. Either way, I'm able to take them down in the very next turn. This was a pretty easy battle. Once we do defeat the steamer, he does actually escape, but he also drops a very specific item, which is a part of some kind of gate. I wonder what it's used for. In any case, we do enter and here we are. Braeside Castle. This is the castle of Lady Lottie's ancestors. As you can see, there are a couple of Belsoto clan team members. We do hear someone calling for help. If you remember, we have to rescue Nala, who is actually an Arctamer. She's actually in the basement of this castle, so we'll go ahead and rescue her as well. But here's the castle map. It seems to have a lot of rooms, so I'll definitely take an episode to just go ahead and explore this castle as a whole. We also have a lot of items inside this castle. Some of them are hidden items. I'm just gonna go ahead and point them out. That way we'll be able to pick them up. I'm pretty sure this castle will be open and available to everyone once we do defeat the Belsoto clan lord. Or in this case, I should just call him Konstantinos. He is a professor, but he really isn't acting like one. Right. This battle is a bit trickier. I guess I'm not really using the right TemTems, and that might be the case. Either way, Gallus does go down. As for Bababa, I really need a poison type TemTem, or in this case, my Grunder, who will be able to use a toxic type move. This one should take it down. There we go. I think I'll focus on just exploring for today. We do have a couple of newer TemTems that you'll be able to find in this area. Each room has its own TemTems, so I'll definitely go ahead and try to catch them as well. Thankfully, it seems that we do have a heal point. Now, before we decide to explore the inside of the castle, I'm just going to explore the courtyard here. I believe we don't have much, but there is one quest that we can actually accept. Let me go ahead and talk to these two smaller boys here. They are quite interesting, but they seem to actually ask us to challenge them. Probably they will actually make us run around different places just to go ahead and challenge them on a battle. I think this one's a pretty interesting side quest. Either way, here are the TemTem, Raycan, and a water type Oshira. Antan will have to definitely be switched out. I decided to go into Garunter as electric type moves are pretty good. As for Raycan, I'll be able to take it down in the next turn. I really wish that my starter had a one-turn water type move. In this case, unfortunately, that's not possible. So I just have to go with this. Either way, Raycan goes down and Oshir does almost go down. That was unfortunate. But we do have Pocus. I think I'll be able to take down Pocus in the next turn. If, of course, Gurinder survives this turn. And there we go. That's pretty good damage on Pocus as well. As for Oshira, it is gonna go down this turn. There we go. We have one more TemTem left. Let's see which one it is. Gorong. Alright, perfect. You guys will be able to take care of Gorong with one mental type move. Let me quickly heal it up with a tonic plus. Pretty good. All I have to do is hope that Gorong doesn't take my TemTem down and isn't faster. Unfortunately, it is for Gurinder, but that's alright. I will switch into Saku and then just use a black hole. I think that is a pretty good one. Let me quickly go ahead and defeat them. The only thing that I'm a bit concerned about is the fact that the gate for this castle is not unlocked. I wonder if it will ever be unlocked, but if it's not, it's still pretty fine. We do have the teleporter and I'll be easily able to teleport to proper town for 0 penance. I'm actually quite frustrated that we have to pay penance to kind of teleport between areas. I wish that wasn't the case. I think penance are quite difficult to find in this game, especially if you have spent it on TemTems like how I have. Let's hope that I'll be able to find a strategy to get more penance. The way, heading inside, we have a lot of tamers here in the ground floor. So I'm just gonna go ahead and defeat them all. I'm not sure if they will actually disappear once we battle them. Either way, it's better to just take them all down. Now, as for TemTems, you'll be able to find Hokus and Hazrat here. Other than these two, we have a couple more. Before anything else, let me quickly try to defeat this tamer here. Alright, she has Grandpa's, which is quite a tough TemTem. Although it's not the best wind type TemTem out there. I could say even Saku is better than that. But the best one I would definitely recommend is Genki, or in this case Kazuma. It has a unique typing and is quite powerful. In this case, I definitely have to switch out my starter and go into Ushukai. I'm pretty sure Rockfall will be not too much, but I think the defense on Ushukai is better and it is able to kind of stand in for much moves. Alright, there we go. We're able to at least take down one of them. As for the second one, hopefully it knocks itself out or we're able to take it down in the next turn. It did not knock itself out. That is surprising. I guess it survived with 1 HP. But either way, we're able to take her down in the next turn. She does disappear. As for the item, we have one right here, which is a TC. I believe there's another one around here in the pillar, or right behind the pillar in that huge box over there. Let me try to find it. When we come here, it seems that there is a seal that we have to complete. I wonder where I'll be able to find other seals. Probably they're laying around this castle, or they might just be with a couple of tamers. Right here we get 4 smoke bombs, which is pretty cool. If you wonder where I interacted with that box. But up next we have another Belsoto clan team member here with a Mimit and Platimos. Ooh, I might have to switch out Antan. It seems like a lot of these teamers have TemTems that are weak against Gurinder, so I'm constantly having to switch out my Antan. I'm guessing I should have just switched it out after a battle. That would have saved me 1 turn. In this case, sadly, Nagaz will go down, but at least I'll be able to take down the opponent with Gurinder. The only reason I'm having Nagaz up in front is to level it up. At least I'm able to take down the Mimit, which is good. Never mind. My starter went down as well. Ooh, Gurinder is actually learning a new move called Waste Water. Decided to go with it. I think it is a pretty powerful move. As for the next one, I decided to switch into Arknight. Let's see how this goes. I do get hit by a pretty powerful move. And we do absolutely nothing to Zinurith. At least Platimos did go down. And yes, for some reason, my game crashed. I believe this one was kind of my mistake. I accidentally hit my hand on the dock and I think it got disconnected. Either way, I was able to kind of switch out Arknight. That is pretty good. Gurinder got taken down. Well, almost actually. I think it will go down in the next turn. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Rockfall. There we go. That is doing pretty well. As for Zinrith, I think I'll go ahead and take it down in the next turn. All I have to make sure is that I'm faster than it in this case. Which sadly I am not. I took down my Arknight. I guess I should have expected that. But in any case, we do have Oshukai who gets all of these experience. And it was a lot. I mean, 23,000 is quite a lot of experience to get. Let me quickly heal up my team once more as well. I believe we'll be able to find Arknight in this room. This is the very first time we'll be able to encounter it other than finding it in the trading house. So definitely if you want to do more money, go ahead and catch a couple of Arknights and then try to sell them out for I would say around 1,000 or 2,000 panans. I think that will be pretty easy to actually sell. Up next we have another teamer. This one also has a Raycan, but Nidasil is on the field as well. To be honest, I'm really not sure how good Nidasil is. I feel like it's an average TemTem. I mean, it does look powerful, but I don't think that's going to be the case when you do use it in your team. In either way, let me know in the comment section how good Nidasil is, or if you have actually used it in your team. Unfortunately for me, I was not able to take down both of the opponents. Hopefully this turn works. Here we go. Using Beta Burst, Nidasil goes down, which is good. And Raycan takes down Saku. Unfortunate. Let me switch into Arknight so that it gets some experience. I think Arknight still has the Coward's Cloak that was equipped to it. Hopefully. If not, I will have to recheck it after this one. But there we go. We are able to take it down in this turn. Alright, back to healing up my team. It seems that my team is doing pretty bad against these teamers. It also seems that we have a couple different rooms that we can actually explore. I'm pretty excited for that. Alright, let's explore the very first room, which is this one right here. This is the room that is accessible as soon as you enter the castle. We also have a tamer here, so I'm quickly gonna go ahead and defeat him. It seems like a scientist who has digital type TemTems. Alright, I think Arknight will be the best one to keep up here. Ooh, I might have to use another move instead of a toxic type 1. Ori goes down. Up next is Zobin. I think once more Zobin will go down in the next turn. I think I should just focus on leveling up Arknight in this team. It is at level 77, which is really good. It still has a couple more levels to catch up with the other team members. Thankfully, it is able to do pretty good damage on the opponents, so I think we'll be there pretty easily. If not, I think this room right here is the best one to get more experience. This room here is pretty special as you'll be having a higher chance of encountering a Valere, which, if you remember, General X uses. It is a metal type TemTem and doesn't actually evolve, but you'll be able to go ahead and I guess defeat it much easier if you do have a digital type TemTem like I do. And Valere also gives you a ton of experience when you defeat it. I believe the first time I defeated it, it gave me around 4000 XP, which actually is much helpful when you're trying to level up as quickly as possible. You can also use a couple of items in the game. I believe there is a special item that is equivalent to kind of rare candy in Pokemon games. This item will help you level up 1 level per each item. I believe we would have collected around 20 of them. So if you want to quickly level up one of your team member, you can definitely do so. In the room that we were just in, I was able to find the second part of the seal, which I just went ahead and placed on that pedestal. Hopefully we'll be able to find the other ones as well. Now, even though the background does show that I'm in the main room, I'm actually not. I'm still in that side room. You will be able to find Valere, by the way, in the main room as well, but it's much rarer over there. So I would recommend catching it in this room right here. This room has only 3 TemTems that are, I would say, appear in it. You have Valere, you have Arknight, and the last one I believe is Pocus, or I guess it's pre-evolution Pocus. I don't know which one it is, but those are the only 3 TemTems in that room. Up next, we are in another new room. Now, this one might look like a dead end, but it does have a part of the seal in it. We do have a lot more tamers here as well, so I'll quickly go ahead and try to defeat all of them. Here's the first one. This one has a Taifu at level 100, which is surprising. Although it's not as powerful as the Taifu that Aina had. So I'm guessing that Taifu which Aina had might have been bred, which means it has better stats. That makes things a bit trickier considering that I have not done any kind of breeding, so I don't have any powerful TemTems in my side. I have just used random TemTems that I was able to catch, so hopefully we'll win that battle against her the second time. But there we go, we are able to defeat this tamer. We do have another item. Alright, it is a pineapple smoothie. This would be definitely very helpful. I wonder if I'll be able to really give it to any of my TemTems, but let's just give it a try. Apparently not. That's alright. I will just sell it out for some extra penance. Up next, we have a chef. Let's quickly go ahead and defeat her as well. Right. Monko and Tycho, both evolutions are here. I believe Monko is pretty cool to see, but unfortunately it is only available here in Aubrey, which makes it so much difficult to find. I think I'll still be able to do some more damage, especially with Arknight up in front. We should be pretty good. Size Munch is a bit trickier as it does get some really good moves. Although I'm hoping that I'll be able to do some damage against it. It really seems that they are focusing on Saku, which is really good. I could definitely have Arknight on the field in that case. As for the next turn, I think Saku will really go down. Ooh. Yep, there we go. We do get a chance to take down Size Munch. Unfortunately, it is still pretty powerful. Unless one of my TemTem is able to step in first, which I think my starter did right here, I would have lost Arknight as well. Either way, Arknight is now at level 79, which is exciting. It just needs 20 more levels to come up to the same level that my team members are. Here's the next steamer. I believe all of these people are from the kitchen that we just explored in the flying castle. I think that is pretty funny considering that we are seeing them here. They seem to have escaped the flying castle somehow, as none of them are either hurt or burnt, or they just were working here in this castle. I mean, at this point I'm not sure. We have a head giant. Mouflunk I'm not too worried about, but head giant I'm a bit, considering that it is part fire type. Ooh, alright, maybe next turn I'll be able to take them both down. If Saku does survive, which it does. The fire tornado was pretty powerful, but Saku did survive for that turn. Unfortunately, Mouflunk also, I guess, moved faster, so Saku didn't go down. And that was pretty sad. I mean, I was about to say Saku is pretty good, but unfortunately I was not able to prove my point over there. Right here I did think that Nagais would help, but unfortunately not. Against Gazuma, I think Antan would be the better TemTem. I really wonder if the Gazuma has electric type moves or not. If it didn't, I think switching out Nagais would just have been a waste. But Gazuma is also weak to crystal type moves, so I'll definitely try to take it down. In this case, it does go down, which is good. As for Mouflunk, it does actually take a rest for a turn, so I'll be able to take it down in this one. I'm actually pretty proud of Arknight. It is able to hold its ground now, and as you can see, it barely took any damage, which is really good. It also seems to be a bit more faster. I think faster TemTems are much helpful. I really like the hard-hitting, faster TemTems than slower, bulkier ones, so I'm pretty happy with this. Up next, we have another teamer. I guess only two more left. This one has a Kern Leaf and Saipan. Pretty unique and strong TemTems. I might have to be a bit careful with Saipat, but if we're able to escape, I will be able to do pretty good damage with Antan. In this case, Kern Leaf is actually pretty powerful. I think both of my TemTems might go down in the next turn, but let's just give it a try. We do get hit by Water Cutting Lily, and Arknight was able to survive. I was also able to take down Saipat, so that is pretty good. With Antan, I went with Meteor Swarm. Unfortunately, it really didn't do the damage I was expecting, so I'm kind of worried. I'm not sure if Antan is having some issue with the fire type moves, or if it's just not that powerful. It might just be the stats on my Antan, but I mean, you can see the struggle with Kern Leaf, right? It really isn't doing much. Thankfully, decided to bring in Ushkai, and it seems that I was able to take down Scarwold in one hit. I believe I'll be able to use the same strategy against Aina. I just have to go ahead and use Oshukai and try to have Rockfall activated. Either way, that was a pretty good battle. There we go. We have another sticker, and this one was for Oshikai, which is really nice. Here we have our last tamer. Now just behind him we have another part of the seal. I for some reason did not see that. If you can see right here, I will just go ahead and defeat this tamer, whom I think I'll be able to do so by using Gurnder. I do have the move Plague on Arknight, but I wonder if it will really work out. Ooh, alright. Might have to wait for another turn for the special defense to drop. We'll be able to do more damage after that. Either way, Nagais does go down. As for Piranhant, I will have to take it down the next turn. Unfortunately, it knocked out my Arknight, which is sad. But I decided to go ahead and bring in my starter. We also have Scaravolt. Let me just focus on Piranhant for now, just to try and take it down, which I do in the very next turn. As for Scaravolt, I think it will go down with just one hit. We also have to focus on Toucan. As for Toucan, I think it will go down on Naga's Fury. Ooh, it actually survived. Hopefully Gurnder will be able to take it down, which it did. Alright, there we go. That was a pretty fun battle. Up next, we will go ahead and explore the rest of the rooms. As you can see, I did not pick up the seal. I'll come back to pick it up on a later stage. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and explore all the rooms and try to kind of see where we're supposed to go. We do have this one tamer here in the main room that I did not battle. It is a tamer right next to the stairs. I think it's time for me to just go ahead and defeat him. This tamer actually has a Azurok, which is pretty fine. It's just the Taifu that is annoying me. After the battle with Aina, I think Taifu is really irritating and really tough. I do have to have a strategy for that. Thankfully, I am able to take this one down. As for Azurok, I think it will go down on a grass type move. In this case, as I did see a roller, I decided to just use the grass type move on the roller. As for Azurok, I'm just going to use a random melee move from Oshikai. That should help. There we go. Roller is down as well. I believe Roller is quite rare, considering that I've only seen it around 3 times before this, being a part of a random opponent team. I myself did not catch a Roller. I randomly bought one from the trading room, considering that it was sold for quite low. Alright. On the top floor, we do have a couple of items we'll be able to find. I believe we'll be able to find one right here. Probably it is the chest downstairs and not actually on this floor. That might just be my mistake. We do have a sticker here though. After picking it up, we have another tamer here. Alright, let's quickly defeat him as well. If you're wondering why I did not explore the room in the east side, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it at that for now. But just gonna go ahead and explore the top floor west side wing and then go to the east side wing. In this case, it seems like we are up against Avalish and Whiplump. I might have to switch out Arknight, but Saku can really stay. Using Noxious Bomb once more and switching out. Did decide to bring in Antan. Hopefully this one will be much easier. Now I'm a bit worried about Whiplump. As you can see, it is part water type, so I have to be a bit careful. But I'm hoping that Saku can actually take it down, which it clearly over here didn't, but that's alright. I can wait another turn. At this point, the only thing that I'm concerned about is definitely the boss battle. I'm really not sure at which level the TemTems are gonna be. So I definitely want to do some research before going into that battle. I think that battle will also be in the next episode, considering that we are almost over an hour. And I still haven't completely explored this place. So definitely have a bit more exploring to do. But the rest of them I will leave it for the next episode. We do have another roller here, which is surprising. Decided to finally bring in Arknight. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal it up. Try using Plague. We do get hit by Held Anger, but that is pretty fine. We're able to take down Roller, which is good. I do get a bit of experience from that battle. But now we have to face another Saku, which is a bit difficult considering that I had switched out Andan. Decided to finally go into my Oshukai as it's fully healed. I'm focusing on Saku next. I believe Valish will go down for a melee move. Probably I'll be able to use it after this. Going in with Rockfall, Valish goes down. As for Saku, I do have to be a bit careful. It's able to do massive damage on Oshukai, which is concerning. At least the defense is down. And we're able to take it down in the next turn. Pretty good. Definitely a challenging battle, but we were able to win. Now, we do have a item at the end, which is a sticker. There we go. And entering this room, I believe this is an empty room. I think this is where Lord Constantinus was actually living in. The main reason for this is that this is the only room that is kind of habitable. And it seems like it has a lot of items. I guess this used to be Lady Lottie's room. And probably, the Lord of Belsoto clan just took over. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and end out this episode here. By the next one, I will have everyone leveled up and around the same level. In the next episode, we are gonna explore the other rooms that we skipped and hopefully defeat Lord of Belsoto clan, which is Professor Constantinos. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel as it really helps me a lot. If you'd like to support me more, check out the links down in the description. But I'll see you all in the next one.